What's up guys, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking net worth, we are talking plans and goals for the last quarter of the year, so let's get into it. If you're new around here, my husband and I spent 3.5 years paying off our debt, which we finally finished over the summer. We sold our home and moved into an apartment and used the sale proceeds to get us over the finish line. And honestly, since that time, I have kind of gotten lazy when it comes to our finances. Not totally, like I've been budgeting, I've been pretty much staying on track, I've been good with our spending, but I haven't really been going hard on our finances. I've taken a bit of a breather, and I don't blame myself. 3.5 years of debt payoff every single month, living and breathing debt and personal finance for those 3.5 years. Like, I needed a little break. I needed to take my mind off of our money for a little while and just kind of like live. And we did that. We enjoyed the summer. We had a lot of fun. We did activities. We took a couple trips, and now the time has come to refocus. So if you're like me and you kind of, enjoyed the summer and now are ready to get your head back in the game, then let's do this together. Sit down, and as I'm talking about my goals, write down a couple of your goals for the last quarter of the year. And then after we talk about those things, I will give you guys a net worth update because it has been several months since I've given you one of those. So we'll talk about that. Okay, so one thing that I was really good about that I've kind of fallen off on over the summer is using my cash back apps. I haven't been consistent with trying to maximize my dollars when I'm spending money to get all the points and rewards that I could. So I'm recommitting to 2 apps. I feel like more than that I just can't handle. And the 2 that I like the most right now are Fetch and Rakuten. So Fetch I use for cashback rewards on groceries. It's actually like gift cards that I get every time I buy groceries. I upload my receipt. And then Rakuten, I feel like this is a great time of year to get back consistent using Rakuten because I tend to do a lot of shopping in the last quarter of the year. Rakuten is an app that you connect to before you shop and you get cash back on your purchases. So it ranges anywhere from like 2 or 3% all the way up to sometimes like 10 or 15% depending on like what the promotion is and what the website is and stuff. So I have the app on my phone, and I also have it as like a, what's it called, like linked on my Chrome as an extension on Chrome. So I have no excuse not to use it. And they actually have a pretty good sign up bonus if you've never used them before. If you sign up and you spend $30 on a website while you're connected to Rakuten, you get a $30 reward. So I'll put my referral link below. If you sign up using my link, then I also get credit for referring you. So I always appreciate when you guys use my links, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. In fact, if you use it, you get paid, and I also get paid. So that's the first thing I'm doing. The next thing I'm doing is I am trying to focus on staying on budget for groceries. I tend to go over on groceries the last quarter of the month because we have more family events, we do more baking, and yeah, that's basically it. Like, I love fall baking and I need to not go too crazy with that. So you would think it wouldn't be that expensive to get some flour and some cinnamon and some butter, but I do a lot of baking in the fall. So I'm gonna try to stay on track for groceries, not go overboard. If you've watched me for a while, you know our grocery budget is large and I still have trouble, but that's okay. I'm gonna start being nicer to myself. Actually, I didn't have that on this list, but I'm gonna start being nicer to myself, stop being mad at my budget or mad at my spending, and just be a little bit more peaceful about the way I approach my money and my budget instead of being so like emotionally attached or judgmental about my budget. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do for the last quarter of the year, and I actually have been doing this the past month, I don't know if you guys have noticed, well, I posted a video like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, talking about how like I have been struggling with YouTube and I just haven't been able to keep up and feel like I'm failing and haven't been enjoying it as much. And so I made a major shift in how I approach my business, because this is a business for me. I stay home with my kids and then I do YouTube and work on my business that's related to YouTube part-time. So I've changed my strategy, and what I have been doing lately is I've been doing 1 long video per week, like 1 regular YouTube video per week. And then I've been trying to post short form content every single day. And if I miss a day here or there, it's not a big deal. But that has been working out so much better for me. Short form, I feel like there's a lot of potential there and I really have been enjoying it. It's something new and different than I've been doing for the last many years that I've been on YouTube. So it's kind of like more fun, and also it's just more practical being a mom, having young kids. Like, I don't have hours and hours to sit down and film and edit, especially at a time that's quiet. And I've been struggling with that because like I don't like to stay up when my kids go to sleep. I like to go to sleep then too because I don't want to miss out on sleep for work. But that's one of the only times that I can really film videos. And so doing short form, I can usually find some time throughout the day where, you know, my kids are quiet, or first thing in the morning when my husband has them, or right after they go to bed, spend like 10 or 15 minutes putting something together. And I've been really enjoying that. So if you've been watching my YouTube shorts, thank you. I have just been having so much fun with them. I also post similar content or sometimes the same as Reels, and then I've also been posting a lot more on TikTok. So you can find me on all my platforms at Lauren's Money Mindset. And yeah, I post some different stuff on TikTok, so that has been really fun. And I've been really enjoying TikTok. TikTok's kind of like the wild, wild west, and it's been really fun over there. So my plan for the last quarter is to continue with that plan and be really consistent with my posting and just continue on growing this business. I launched a new product a few weeks ago, which is my budget dashboard. That has been going so well. I've been getting more sales than I thought I would, which is amazing and so exciting. So thank you if you have made a purchase, and if you're interested in purchasing it, I will put it in the link below. It's a budgeting system that I actually use for our own family budget, and I show you guys my budget with me videos twice a month here on my channel. And then finally, my last goal for the last quarter of the year, we are putting every extra dollar right now to exercising some stock options, and we should be done with that in October. So in November and December, we've decided anything that is available in our budget to put towards a goal. We are going to add to our house down payment high yield savings account because we do want to buy a home. We have a good chunk of money for a down payment, but it would be better if it was more. And so we are going to start throwing more money into that high yield savings account and start trying to build that up. And that goal will continue on in 2024. We're not going to talk about all that yet, all our different goals for 2024 yet. I'll make a video towards the end of the year talking about all our 2024 financial goals. But for November, December, and October, if there's anything after we finish the stock options goal, we are going to throw money at the house down payment. So I'm really excited about that because I feel like our financial goals so far have been more like, you know, pay off debt, invest for retirement. Those are both good. Like debt payoff is exciting once you get closer to debt freedom and you're done. Investing for retirement is good, but it's a very long-term goal. There's no like imminent, exciting end to it. Whereas the house down payment, it's more of an imminent thing. Like in the next year or two, we hope to buy a house. And so I feel more excited to work on something that's like going to be a sooner payoff, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's take a look at our net worth update. So I did do like a consolidated version because I haven't updated it in so long. Usually I would do a monthly, but I consolidated July, August, and September all into one spreadsheet. If you like this spreadsheet, you can get it for yourself. The link's in the video description. It is free, and I do that as a thank you for watching my videos and supporting my channel. So it has been an uneventful quarter. Q3 was not a great quarter for our net worth, but I'm not really like super attached to what our net worth is doing because it's so tied to what the stock market's doing, since most of our net worth is now money that's invested in the market. Is it most? It's about half. Anyway, okay, so for our student loan savings, I can't remember if I mentioned it in this video, but we do have a balance on my husband's student loan, but because the interest rate's so low, we have put money in a high yield savings account to cover the balance, and it just auto drafts every month, so we can make like $100 a month on interest. Eventually, we will just make a lump sum payment, but I'm just not ready to do it yet. I like getting the $100 a month. It requires 0 minutes of my time every month, and that's what we're doing. So student loan savings back on July 1st was $71,400. After those payments auto drafted by October 1st, that was down to $69,700. And then just bumping over to the liabilities real quick. So my husband's student loan was at $71,000 and now it's at $69,000. So that went down by $2,000. So right now the balance is $69,000 and we have $69,700 in the high yield savings. So obviously there's more than enough to cover it. Plus we've earned some interest, and that's how it's gonna work. House down payment started out at $80,400. This is also in a high yield savings account, a separate one. I have a few high yield savings accounts, and we earned some interest on this over the last few months, about $300 a month. So that's at $81,300. And then for emergency fund and sinking funds, that was at $14,500. It's down to $12,000. Anywhere between like $12,000 and $14,000, I'm happy there. That is about a month and a half of expenses for us. When we do buy a house, I don't want to use this whole down payment fund to buy the house. I do want to keep 10 to 20,000 additional for our emergency fund. I'd like our emergency fund to be between 20 and 30,000 when we own a home, because when you own a home, big expenses come up, and we have 2 kids. I just would feel more comfortable having it bigger. So that's another reason why we need to throw more money at that house down payment fund, which is really like house down payment / additional emergency fund. All right, retirement accounts. We've contributed a bunch of money to these, but they have not gone up. But like I said, that's what happens investing. So we are in it for the long term. I'm not worried about it. Stock market goes up and down, but overall it goes up and to the right. Average return is about like 8 to 10% over time. So 113,500 to start in July, and then by October 1st we were at 113,700. So it didn't go down overall, but like I said, we put money in. So if we hadn't put anything in, it would definitely be much lower, but it did go up by $200 overall. And then our brokerage accounts went from 6,700 to 6,500. Did not contribute to those in this quarter, so that was a decrease of $200. And then our HSA went from 3,200 down to 3,100. So again, decrease of $100. We are treating our HSA as part of our retirement money. We don't withdraw it from there for medical expenses. We have separate money for that. And then our cars are still around 17,000. So our assets went down a little bit in this quarter, 306,700 down to 303,300. So that was a decrease of $3,400. And I already went over our only liability, which is my husband's student loan. So our total net worth at the beginning of July was $235,700. And as of October 1st, it was $234,300. So that was a decrease of $1,400 over the course of 3 months. So that's part of the reason I haven't been sharing our net worth, not because like I didn't want you guys to know it was going down, but just like there's not that much to tell. It's not that exciting. So I just figured I'd like wait longer between updates, and I'm probably not going to do another update till the end of the year because again, I just don't think it's like that interesting. So you can see here our net worth by month this year. So it's kind of like gone up slowly, and then we've had a little dip at the end of the year, and we'll see how it finishes. Hopefully it'll pop back up and end up somewhere over here, but again, I'm not super attached to where it is. As long as we're consistently investing and working towards our financial goals every month, then our net worth is going to be what it's going to be. And I'll care more what that number is when we're closer to retirement age. But like right now, I'm 36 years old, so I'm just more focused on what I'm actually doing to contribute to my investments, not so much how they're performing in the short term. So that is it for this end of the year reset update, net worth update, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, if you like that net worth tracker, you can get it for free, linked in the video description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's have a great rest of the year. I hope you will be here with me through the end of the year for lots of new exciting content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.